the subject of marriage today, for example, every time we talk marriage, they say marry your friend. That's not in the Bible. The principles of marriage they teach us today are the things picked from the gutters. What the Western world adopt, that's what the church teaches now. Meanwhile, when you go to the Western world, 7 out of every 10 marriage breaks because they marry their friends. They marry who they love. The kingdom prescription is different. You don't marry who you love who you marry, because love is a commandment. But it will take a teaching priest to bring you to that point. And your husband is not your friend. Your husband is your Lord. Your wife is not your slave. Your wife is a co-heir with you. So when a man is dealing with his wife, he's dealing with his wife the way Christ deals with the church. He dies to bring his wife's reality out. And when a wife is dealing with the husband, like Sarah, she calls her husband Lord. So the way it is difficult for a woman to submit, submission becomes the code of love. And the way a man is selfish, self-denial becomes his code of love. So at the end of the day, nobody possesses anything. It's a kingdom pattern, because when marriage is completed, you will not just have children, you will become like Christ. Because the goal of marriage is to deal with your flesh until you become like Christ. But what the world is teaching is how to coexist together. And so it becomes a mental charade, because there are no teaching priests. He said, as holy women, the same way Sarah called her husband Lord. He said, that is how you relate with your husband. And he said, concerning the man, for your prayer to be answered, deal with her with understanding as a weaker vessel. So the man is disadvantaged, the woman is disadvantaged if they choose to walk in the flesh. Because if the woman doesn't see the husband as Lord, she will never have a relationship with God. And if the man marginalizes the woman, his prayers will not be answered. Kingdom position. Because marriage reveals the portrait of heaven. But we reduce it to earthly things. You will see people go for marriage seminar. They tell them to dress naked before their husband. Because love is sensual. Love is not a commandment. So a wife is taught how to seduce the husband. Is she a